Alright. So, that's all done. Hello, jeweler. I'm now rich, so let's see what we can buy. I'm just gonna go to everyone, even the people that I don't usually go to, and just buy maybe everything, just for the sake of it, if it's cheap enough. Sorry. I just had to cough there, so I probably muted it out. Oh, God. But if it's not cheap enough, then I would just get what I want for now. And when I get to the job that I want, I will be aiming for maybe 100 or 200,000 gold. And that will take time. A lot of time, but I have a lot of videos I want to watch, so yeah. So otherwise, autograph card, it's cheap enough, I'll just buy it. What does it do? You can press the left analog stick to the left or right to change from the description to the price and everything. What could be more thrilling for your adoring fans but to receive your autograph? Assuming you're famous enough to have any adoring fans. That's cool. Is it multiple cards? Because that doesn't look like multiple. Toy gun. Bring out a child's inner highwayman with the scale model of a flintlock firearm. Okay, toy sword. Children are never too young to learn how to wield a sword, though this perhaps is a little too large for a toddler. So, I think in this game, you can marry someone and have kids with them, so this is probably like a gift for your kid. So, I'm not sure if you could do that in the first game. I didn't try marrying anyone or stuff like that. I think I actually did marry Lady Faye. I don't remember, though. There wasn't really... Oh, yeah, there was. There was a cutscene dedicated to it. I remember now. It wasn't really a big, memorable thing, though, so I didn't remember it. A toy bow. A delightful present for any child. It also prepares them for the savage violence that is life. What? Are you... That's dark. Oh my god, that is bloody dark. Buying it. Porcelain doll, a delightful present for any child, until its little proclaimed face shatters during routine play. Yeah, that looks demonic. Buying it. Ragdoll. For some reason, little girls love clutching these weird, misshaped dolls, perhaps because they're secretly using it for black magic rituals. I love Fable. Oh, I love Fable and their little descriptions. Wedding bells. Oh, this is in the first game. A book of tips to make anyone fall in love with you until they're ready to say I do. It suggests you get to know the object of your affection, so you are better able to perform their favorite romantic expressions, surprise them with their favorite gifts, and take them on dates to their favorite places. Coming on too strong can make them become bored with your advances, though, so don't be too eager to woo them quickly. Okay. It's understandable. I thought it would be sarcastic there and say just keep on begging them. Because, a little personal thing, that's how my dad ended up trying to marry my mum. With a lot of begging. It was very weird from her talk. Yeah. Marriage and how to survive it. What? You may think you've attained your life's ambition by getting married, but your hard work has only just begun. Keeping your spouse happy isn't always easy, but maintain a healthy relationship, and not only will your partner shower you with gifts, you'll also find that night's sleep in your marital home can be twice as refreshing. Marital, or martial, I don't know. Home can be twice as refreshing and uplifting. Your job is to provide a home your spouse feels comfortable in and making sure there is always enough gold for general expenses. Whatever you do, don't leave an annoyed spouse behind when you go off to explore the world. Things will only get worse. Follow this advice and you'll be happily married for years to come. Now have you thought about kids? Oh my god, becoming a parent. So you're happily married, eh? Then perhaps it's time to have kids. Folklore says that kids are conceived at dawn and boys at dusk. But then again, folks say all kinds of things. Oh, so that's meant to be a hint. Okay. You will need to make sure your new family has enough money to live on. Keep them happy with gifts and a nice home. You can count yourself a successful parent. Cool. It may look pretty at first glance, but it's likely to rot the rarest finger.
It's on sale.
Okay. Interesting.
That's a good buy.
Milk chocolate. Sometimes nothing but chocolate will do, even if it's this inexpensive and slightly chalky variety.
That's a good buy.
Mood ring. This ring changes colour to reflect its wearer's mood. Expected to be the red most of the time due to the beloved anger at receiving such a worthless ring. Oh, it's basically the same thing as the beggar's ring.
Great price.
Oh, I love this so much.
Hope you
Freshly
enjoy
picked
it.
flowers. The smell of spring, but probably won't last your loved one more than a few days.
Hope you enjoy it.
They look nice at least. Squonke perfume. One spirits of Squonke, and you'll attract that special person. And that one, and that one, and that one.
That's a good
Jet.
buy.
This is a gem, right? I wish you could like. Oh no, it's actually horizontally. I thought it was like on the. I thought you were only looking at it from the side, but no. Less a gem than a chunk of decayed and fossilized wood. You can probably find equally stylish examples from the wreck of a burned down house. Ah, okay.
Hope you enjoy
So it's like a
it.
gem that's gone all burnt and stuff, I'm guessing. Pure chocolate. I wonder if that
It's
getting
a
money
bargain today.
cheat thing is in this game as well. But then again, I'd rather get money normal way via the jobs because they're just a little more fun to me. They're more challenging and they just make me want to actually beat it. So yeah, whoever you give this to is bound to love the delicate but rich chocolate taste. It's the same thing as the chocolate before. Civil ring, same as the beggar's ring. It may not be made from the most precious materials, but it has a high success rate when it comes to engagements. Oh, cool.
Oh, you won't
Honey-scented
regret buying
flowers. These alchemically treated flowers smell so wonderfully, whoever you give them to will swoon with delight.
that. Hope you enjoy it.
Love potion number 9.042. This perfume is rather expensive due to the operating costs incurred by extracting the musk from live belverines. It'll get you a date, 60% of the time. It works every time. Is that meant to be a,
That's a good buy.
what's the show called? I've never actually seen it. I don't know, the Anchorman, I think. I think that's the name. The Anchorman. 60% of the time it
Really
works.
recommend this.
Every time. I don't know what you mean. Or something like that. Forever ring. This wonderful ring will melt the heart of all but the most fastidious.
Oh,
Fastidious?
you won't regret buying that.
Okay. Pretty necklace. It's not an example of great workmanship, but it won't fall apart in your beloved's hands or cause even mild neck gangrene.
Oh, you won't
Amethyst,
regret
an expensive
buying
but lovely gem. It was said to be favoured among old kingdom maidens, but the recent discovery of large deposits has lowered its value. Okay. That looks pretty nice.
that. That's a
Eternal
good
love
buy.
ring.
It's a
Love may
bargain
be
today.
immaterial, but having the most expensive ring in the world always helps. No finger can fail to be enchanted.
That's a good buy. One of the best
Precious
things in
necklace.
store,
An
that.
eye-catching piece of jewellery that is almost too beautiful to be worn in public.
That's a good buy.
Emerald. Relatively common and found in many Albion mines, emeralds are nevertheless valued for their vibrancy.
Oh, you won't regret buying that.
Ruby. This rather rare precious stone makes a great romantic gift. And
You won't
lastly,
regret
diamond.
buying that.
The rarest of precious stones and guaranteed to drive the object of your
it's on
affections
sale.
wild with desire.
That's a good.
Alright, that one's a little bit more expensive than I expected, but it's fine. Alright, I am happy. Before I go talk to Teresa, I still want to buy some but originally she told us to do some jobs to get money for buying stuff. So, I want to buy stuff.
After anything in particular?
Okay, so light splintered crossbow.
That's a fine item.
Damage is 20, damage types arrow, attack speed normal, ammo capacity 1, reload time 0.65, range 40. It's not the best constructed crossbow ever made, and it's slow and clunky compared to modern firearms, but it's still better than a spitbow shooter. Heavy splintered crossbow.
That item
I like how these have individual looks. Oh, there's actually automated weapons. So this one... I wonder, if I were to... I can't equip it, unless I went into my inventory.
it's a bargain if that's
So
right.
compared to this one, it's better in everything, except for ammo capacity. It's the same in ammo capacity and in attack speed. Alright.
Back anytime.
As the name implies, this is a heavy, slow weapon, unwielded even in the best circumstances. You will still hurt your enemies. Just make sure they're not close enough to strike you while you're reloading it. Oh, reload time is a lot longer. I thought that was better, but it isn't. It's possible. So this is the rusty flintlock rifle. It's possible this was once a perfectly good rifle, but time has dulled its power and reliability. Like all rifles, it has a great range and does much more damage than a pistol, though it's also much slower to reload. So 60 range, does 26 damage. Cool. This has 3 ammo capacity.
We're
Takes
having
1
a
second.
special on that today.
Alright. I'm still gonna buy it.
There you go.
The invention of the turret firearm revolutionized warfare in Albion. Multi-barrel technology obviated the need for continuous reloads and gave its users a marked advantage. What the fuck? In the battlefield. This pistol's best days are long behind it, but it will still be appreciated by those too lazy or too much in a hurry to reload after every shot.
Come back anytime.
Mace. A rusty mace. As crude and ugly as it's defective, one can imagine this mace being wielded by the very first men to walk upon the world. Okay.
Come back anytime.
Rusty clockwork rifle. You wouldn't rely on a cheap rusty clock to get you places on time, and you would be foolish to rely on this rifle to keep you alive in a serious gunfight. Oh dear, it's much worse than the others. It just has like 3 ammo capacity, but it takes so long to reload. Rusty hammer. As primitive as a weapon as one is likely to find in Albion, it still serves its purpose if the purpose is to cave someone's head in. Well, cool. Light U crossbow. So we're into the non-rusty ones now. So, that's nice. Except these weren't rusty ones. I'm guessing they were worse than rusty, I don't know. Tough, lacking in style, and liable to fall upon your hands, this can still be very useful when you don't want to get too close to an enemy. It's a light U crossbow. So it's 30 damage. Okay, reload is a little good.
You won't regret
Iron
spending
sword,
so
an
much
effective
gold.
weapon in the right hands. This is considered a beginner's sword, more practical for training purposes than
What's the
real
bargain,
battle.
that price?
30 damage.
Oh, it's expensive for a reason.
The flintlock mechanism was once hailed as the second greatest invention in Albion's history of warfare, gunpowder having been discovered in Samarkand, though it has been suspended by the clockwork firearm design. This is a cheap but effective weapon, which, like all rifles, has great range and does much more damage than a pistol, though it is also much slower to reload. Not that slow, not compared to the pistol or the, I think it was clockwork rifle.
Oh, it's expensive for a reason.
Iron hammer.
It's the best.
So 40.5 damage. You can try put pictures up on the wall with the aid of this hammer, but it would be wiser to put dents in your enemy's skulls instead. Lovely.
Regret spending so much gold.
Damage. 53. This is the best weapon he has. A fine piece of steel designed to skewer your enemies in the most elegant manner possible.
You
Okay.
won't regret spending so much gold.
Cool. That's most of my money gone already. But I don't think there's armor in this game, like there was in the first one. Was there armor in the first one? I don't remember. I think there was. Yeah, there was. I'm an idiot. There was, I remember. But I don't think there is in this
Everybody
game.
needs to eat.
I could be wrong, though. Hello. Crisp celery. Crunchy, vigorous vegetable, which requires more calories to digest than it provides. I'm just going to read the descriptions and go as fast as I can. As I said, I'm just buying everything. No, this is the dairy farm cheese. Nobody knows where the animals whose milk is used to make this cheeses are. And as long as there's a steady supply to melt on toast or eat with a nice glass of wine, nobody cares.
I hope
Extra
it
salted
brings you
peanuts. 2
great
peanuts were walking down the
happiness.
street and they were assaulted. They had it coming. Fuck you.
You poor
Silken
fine
tofu, though a
item.
tactile delight for the tongue and healthy gift for your body, neither will get much taste from this tofu.
You poor
Homebrew
fine
carrot, stiff,
item.
straight, and healthy. It's probably inappropriate to carry in your pocket.
You poor
Russet
fine
apple.
item.
An apple a day keeps the guildmaster away. Fairfax delight cheese. Soft, pungent, and respectable. You and this cheese should get along fine.
You
Crucible peanuts. The peanuts of champions, or at least the peanuts of the people who sit safely in the stands while the champions get mauled to death. Lush celery. Too snobbish to be seen lying around other salad ingredients, this celery is more often seen languidly soaking its stole in an expensive cocktail.
you poor fine
Organic tofu,
item.
the food of choice for hippies everywhere.
You
Hydroponic
fine
carrot.
item.
The resounding crack of the crisp imperto
I have one
carrot
myself.
focuses the mind.
You
Shiny
bought
apple.
a
Someone has buffed
fine
this baby
item.
to a blinding sheen. The crack as your teeth break the skin will be heard for miles.
Enjoy.
The crack as your teeth break the skin. Okay. Okay, so I'm guessing it's not good. Oh, no. It's when I break the skin down by biting on it. Okay, if you want to look at the pictures, there we go. Because I just didn't really do that. Don't really care about the food in this game.
No.
But I'm
Don't
doing it
say
either way.
very much about what you
Pie what? You've spread terror into the hearts of so many people, you've earned the title of Fearmonger. Title is now free for town criers. Hi, I'm sorry about that.
need some help there.
Country Blueberry Pie. It's meant to be a good playthrough, not a bad one, and yet I'm terrifying everyone. Country Blueberry Pie. Fuck you. I don't like pies that much, especially blueberry. A little dented and worn, this pre-owned pie is a good starter pastry. Okay.
Enjoy.
Bits of beef pie. Bits of beef. If the meat seems a bit sparse, take smaller bites.
I hope
Apple
it brings
pie
you
pocket. I
great
love apple pie.
happiness.
This bland portable pastry has all the fat of regular pie with half of the flavor.
You bought a
Savory
fine
steak
item.
pie. If you see this mouth-watering pie and fret about weight gain, you need to re-examine your priorities.
You bought a
Reminds you of
fine
childhood, not yours, obviously. A good childhood. Fresh-baked blueberry pie. Homemade apple pie.
fine
Some salutary and delicious is enough to stop you from wondering whose home it will swipe from.
item. Enjoy.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Really, I'm sorry. God damn it. What?
I'll be at the town
Accept the
square
bard's
if
offer
you
to be
change
your guide.
mind.
Already did that.
I'll be at the town square if you change your mind.
Give me a moment, Teresa. I'm going around and doing shit. It's an inn, I believe. Yes, it is.
Games.
A
games.
game master. Are you going to be a little easier? Would you like to play Keystone? I don't know what that is.
Ah, it's
On the
young
options screen, you can change your
sparrow, I
online
see.
settings to see other players in the
Ready to
world.
take on the world, are you?
I don't think I know how to play this game. Please teach me. Tutorial. Welcome to Keystone. In each round of Keystone, you will be betting on the roll of 3 dice. One game of Keystone can last for several rounds. Okay, this is the Keystone table. Arc stones. At the beginning of each game, an arc of 16 stones is arranged above the layout. There is 1 stone for each possible roll. As the game proceeds, the arc stones will be removed by 1. 1 stone will be removed with each roll of the dice. Okay, roll dice. Okay, 11. You rolled an 11, so the 11th stone was removed from the arc. Arc stones part 2. If the same number is rolled again, a lower arc stone will be removed. Lower means that the stone is physically lower on the arc. The number would be smaller on the left side or larger on the right side. Okay. If the number that you roll is already gone, a lower stone will be removed. Okay, 11. So 12 would be gone. This time a roll of 11 removed. The 12th stone, this is because the 11th stone was already gone. Arc collapse. The game ends when the arc collapses. This happens if either one of the base stones, 3 or 18, is removed, or if both the keystones 10 and 11 are removed. An average game lasts about 8 rounds. Let's see if the next roll will collapse the arc. And it did. 10. You rolled a 10 because the 10 and 11 stones are now gone. The arc has collapsed, ending the game. Arc bets. An arc bet is a wager placed on one of the arc stones. With this wager, you are betting that a particular stone will be removed before the game ends. Arc bets can only be placed at the beginning of the game, and you must make at least one in order to start. Okay. Place bets on 8, 9, and 10 stones. You have made your arc bets. Now the games can begin. The rest of the inside bets. The rest of the table contains single round wagering spaces, also called inside bets. Different wagers have different odds, such as 8-10. In each case, this number on the right side shows how much you must bet, and the number on the left shows how much additional gold you will win if your wager is successful. Hold the left trigger to see an overlay that shows the odds of each wager. Okay. Each space shows your odds as AB. B is the amount you must bet. A plus B is the amount you will win. Okay then. Inside bets part 2. The second number in each odds value tells you the minimum bet for that space. You must always bet in multiples of the minimum bet. Some spaces allow you to bet on a combination of rolls. Trips mean 3 of a kind. Pair means any 2 of the kind. And run means a sequence such as 2, 3, 4. Keystone is bet on 10 and 11 together. Okay. Oh, so I've got a run at the moment. Okay. Place bets on number 8. Black and pair spaces. Excellent, you have made some inside bets. Now it's time to play Keystone. I am not understanding this at all after a while. You're ready to make the first roll of the game. Remember, inside bets are good for this roll only, but arc bets last for the whole game. Roll the dice. 8. Okay. I understand it now. So, if I roll 8, since 8 is black, and it's in between 4 and 9, 8, 4, and 9, and black get taken away. But, what do you call it? Pair and run will only get away, will only go away if 2 pairs are taken away, like 7 and 8. And run will only go away if it's 3 in a row, like 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's a little understandable. Know that your inside bets were cleared on paid immediately because they were one-round bets. However, your arc bets will remain until they win, or until the end of the game. This is the table after the first round. This game will continue until the arc collapses. On some tables, there is a special jackpot rule. If the first roll of the game is a 3 or 18, then all arc bets win. After the first roll, 3 and 18 still end the game, but they won't cause a jackpot in a jackpot game. Okay. After the first roll, 3 and 18 still in the game. All inside bets pay out normally, including bets on the first roll. Roll the dice to see a sample jackpot roll. Remember, not all games have this jackpot rule. Bloodstone. Bloodstone is a strange backwards version of Keystone, in which you bet against a roll of the dice. Most bets will usually win a little, but they can sometimes lose a lot. In Bloodstone, you bet using an oversized chip or llama, which marks every space that you think the dice will not roll. You don't bet with chips because you need too many. Most of your bets will usually win. Bets in Bloodstone win as long as they are not rolled. Here are several llamas on a typical Bloodstone table. Okay, so 10. Most of your bets won 10 gold each. Your bets on 10 and pair lost a total of 93 for a net win of 7. Ready to play. The wagers on each table may have different odds and payouts. To learn these details and more, read the Keystone game rules under Help and Options. It's interesting, but I don't think I play it. It seems like the only reason to play it is for fun, and also just because it for money. But I can get money in easier ways. So, no point. I'm just going to continue with buying things and talking to Teresa. Hello! I can steal? What? Hello. I want to buy stuff off you. Buy items. Bowerstone brown beer. This brew has been getting the population of Albion drunk for centuries.
There you go.
Oh, I can buy multiple of it.
That's a
Table
fine
wine.
item.
Hints of vanilla, touches of oak, and whispers of fruity jam are purely imaginary in this bog standard claret.
There you go.
Hobbs Water.
Come back anytime.
Despite its unappetizing name, this liquor has become immensely popular thanks to its affordability and the relatively few cases of blindness it has been known to cause. Oh my god.
There you go.
Well water. Well water? Perfectly drinkable water from a town well.
Come
It's
back
well
anytime.
made. Get it? Concentrated apple juice. Once a semi-frozen cylinder, now a passable imitation of the real thing.
That's a
Spring
fine
water.
item.
Clear and pure collected from the springs in the mountain ranges of the north.
That's
Potentious
a fine
stout.
item.
Make yourself drunk. Make others drunk. What's not to like?
That's a fine item.
Classy claret. One would be able to detect hints of raspberry honeydew and marmoset with one's nose if one was to
can't do better.
pump or ass.
There you go. Come back anytime.
Any port in a storm. Surprise, it's port.
That's a
Quality
fine
banana
item.
juice. Bananas have no juice to squeeze. Never you mind such trivial details. This sweet concoction is healthful and delicious.
Come back
Healthful?
anytime.
I don't think that's a word. Healthy? Helpful? I don't... You're not doing English right.
Oh, with all the shoes out there, you had to pick those. Test your luck.
Alright, is there anything upstairs? Don't think there is.
Don't let her do-
Now, another thing I'm interested in, because I believe I've went to everyone and bought things, I want to try seeing if I can buy these houses, because the way it works in Fable 1 is when you rent when you let people rent the house you bought, you get money, but it sticks outside of the house. But in this game, it actually goes to you automatically, so it's like an easier way to get money over time. I'll be getting a lot of money when I get the job that I want, but yeah. So I can't buy this yet. Once I get a lot of money via the job that I want to get, I will be able to get a lot more. I'm not able to get that. I'm not able to get that. Probably won't be able to get the yen either. No, definitely not. 74,000. I can get this. It's a
How may I help?
I'm probably not going to buy anything just yet, though. Can't get this. I'd rather wait until I get like the 100 or 200,000 that I thought of. 23,000. Oh, I could get this. Adjust prices? What? Set the prices higher or lower than the default amount. Setting it high is an act of corruption, setting it low is an act of purity. Well, I mean, if I set it lower, would it make more people buy? Because I'll do less than 20%. Don't want to be an evil prick yet.
You've all got a fair bit of gold in your pocket, so don't be shy about spending.
Buy. I'll do everything less than 20%.
Ever wonder why they didn't call this place